Recently, we got a note from a dear friend, and in that note, one of the things that she said was she loved the way that we elevate each other. And that just really struck us as a positive, beautiful thing to hear.
It's a beautiful phrase.
So we've been talking about it, and what exactly does that mean when you elevate your partner? And what do you think it means?
Well, in our first book, we talked about something we called playing leapfrog. And really, I think this is the foundation of this, which is we're here to help each other be the best versions of ourselves we can be. And we've always done that, but I think in recent years we just keep taking it to a new level.
Well, it's like we have an intention to do it. So I think we're always looking for the opportunity, and we always have, and this is important, we always have permission from our partner to jump in and
make a suggestion.
And it's always a positive thing. Hey, if you did this,
and you don't have to take the suggestion. I'm totally good if you don't take the suggestion. There's no resentment. There's no expectation that you will.
It's just offered as a possibility.
And what we found is that almost always we say yes.
Yeah.
Probably always.
I think always.
One of us will see the other where we might be holding ourselves back in some way, and we're like, oh, would you like to try this?
Just a little, subtle encouragement
to try something a little bit out of your comfort zone so that you can get more comfortable with this thing you're uncomfortable with. Right?
And I think when we do that for our partner, we know that what we're suggesting is something that is doable, safe. Nobody's going off the deep end about it. It just might be a little bit uncomfortable to do, a little embarrassing maybe.
Here's an example. I started taking bar a couple of years ago. It's an insanely challenging physical activity that involves Pilates and yoga and strength. I really thought it would be good for him because he is an athlete and he is a swimmer, but I thought the core strength would be helpful for you. So to invite you to go to a class full of women, put on some yoga type clothing and go to that's a pretty challenging thing to do, isn't it?
It was very challenging, at least the first few times. Yeah.
And why were you willing to do that? So many of these, even the women who teach there, a couple of them, their husbands have come once in 2 years.
Why was I willing to go?
Yes.
The truth?
Yeah.
I saw the results that Molly had after doing it for 2 years, and I thought, if that works for her, maybe it'll work a little bit for me like that. So honestly, that's why I tried it. But I also know that, something like that Molly's been doing for a couple of years, she's always this way. She gets to be like the expert at it. And so I knew that when she said, this would be good for you and for certain parts of your body that maybe could use, that extra toning or effort, then I knew that she would be right. So that was another reason. So, and it's been great. Once I got over my discomfort of doing the different moves and feeling uncomfortable doing it, once I got a little more comfortable, I enjoy being in a room full of women. It's fun. So, that part got easier.
But don't you talk to any of them.
Oh, yeah. No, don't even look in their direction.
Don't even look in their direction. We're kidding.
In a way that I try to elevate Molly is on a daily basis, sort of listening to what's going on for her and what are her challenges with all these things that you want to get done and how do I prioritize them
or some personal challenge I might be having, with a friend and some challenging thing we're going through. You're always there to not only listen, but you always offer really good advice. And I think a lot of couples, after a while, they're either not open to taking their advice, taking their partner's advice. That old phrase, you can't hear it from your partner, right? We try to live the opposite of the idea that you can't hear it, you can't take advice from your partner.
Yeah, and again, it's really important that we have the permission to give each other advice. And I think that's where a lot of couples get into trouble, right? One person might be offering unsolicited advice, the other person might get resentful, not want to hear it, and shut down to them completely, so you sort of lose the opportunity there. But we offer each other the opportunity where we welcome it, and we know that it's going to be for a positive reason.
And again, there's no resentment if I offer you advice and you don't take it. I don't stomp off and
There's no resentment, and if I do offer her advice and she takes it and it works, she's very grateful, which is great. So you get a few of those under your belt, and you want to hear from your partner. Okay, what can I do? Please tell me.
why wouldn't you want to use this resource? Right?
The person that sees you every day and knows your strengths and knows your weaknesses and knows sometimes when you get down on yourself a little bit and you need some kick in the butt.
Yeah. You always will give me a kick in the butt when I need one.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to give it to you. That's how we elevate each other. We kick each other in the...
That's right. It works.